What's up guys, I recently tested a grooming vacuum kit and I couldn't be happier with it because it solved my problem with pet hair all over my home. Now I have another pet grooming kit, but in addition to the vacuum, it has a hair dryer function. It also comes with many useful grooming tools in the kit, such as electric trimmer, grooming brush, cleaning brush, nozzle head, and others. You can use this grooming kit for dogs, cats, and other animals. Okay, we will test the GEREFET Pet Grooming Vacuum and Blower Dryer in this video. Let's start by unpacking it. So we can see the image of the vacuum on the one side of the box, and a happy dog with dried hair on the other side. We can also see the contents of the pet grooming kit on the box. There should be 6 different brushes and 4 clipping combs in the kit. Let's check it out. First, we have the main body of the vacuum. We will take a closer look at it a little later. And then there is a blow hose and a suction hose. We also have electrostatic sticky brush, pet needle comb, flat air nozzle, round air nozzle, pet thinning comb, and pet electric clipper. We will talk about the functions of each of the tools later in this video. And there are also 4 clipping combs and a USB charging cable for electric clipper in the package. Of course, you can read a user manual on how to use a grooming kit, but we will try to tell you all about it in this video. Now let's take a look at the vacuum. First, it has a built-in power cord. The maximum length of the cord is 10.5 feet or 3.2 meters. The vacuum has a suction inlet on the front and a blowing outlet on the back. Among the control buttons are power on-off, heater button, and speed button. And there are also 2 indicator lights on the vacuum, such as airflow warning and negative ions. A sticker under the handle warns you not to use the product to vacuum water or wet messes. By the way, the handle is big and comfortable. Finally, we can see the dust cap on the front of the vacuum. You can remove it by pulling it up, and there is a sponge filter inside. The dust cap also has a HEPA filter. You can even wash the HEPA filter with clean water, but make sure it is dry before the next use of the vacuum. I didn't find information about dust cap capacity, but I think it is enough for one grooming session. If the dust cap fills up quickly, it is not a problem to clean it. By the way, the vacuum stands on 4 rubber feet, and it is impossible to move from its place. It is good to keep the pet from pushing the vacuum off the table. Okay, now let's see how the vacuum works and talk about the grooming tools. You know, you can choose which mode to use the vacuum because it sucks in and blows out air at the same time. Therefore, you can insert 2 hoses into the vacuum and use them at the same time. As I said before, there is a suction inlet on the front and a blower outlet on the back. The blower hose supports a round air nozzle and a flat air nozzle, so these tools are designed for drying pet hair. As for the suction hose, you can use the following tools with it: pet needle comb, thinning comb, electric clipper, and electrostatic sticky brush. The first 3 tools are designed for combing out animal hair, while the last one can be used to remove hair from clothing and furniture. Talking about electric clipper, you need to charge it first. It has a USB Type-C charging port and a power button with light indicator. By the way, the electric clipper also works without the vacuum. However, if you don't want hair to fly all over the house, it is better to insert the electric clipper into the suction hose of your vacuum. Now let's talk about the control buttons. First, you can press power button to start and stop the vacuum. By pressing the speed button, you can change the suction power mode. Low speed, medium speed, and high speed modes are available. The GEREFET Pet Grooming Vacuum also has temperature settings. You can press the heater button to choose the temperature from normal, warm, and hot. By the way, when the airflow warning indicator light is on, you should clean the dust cap. Now I want to check the noise level. As I said before, the air intake and air blowout happen at the same time, and it seems to me that the blowout is louder. So the noise level of GEREFET Pet Grooming Vacuum is 77 decibels in the low speed mode, 80 decibels in a medium speed mode, and it is about 83 decibels in high speed mode. If you adjust the temperature, the noise doesn't change. Now let's try to groom my cat. I say try, because she is very shy. In fact, I think the GEREFET Pet Grooming Kit to be more suitable for dogs than cats, because it has a hair drying function. The domestic cats don't need to be bathed, so they don't need to have their hair dried. However, by using different tools, you can remove loose hair of your cat. As you can see, I collected quite a bit of hair in the dust cup of the vacuum. I am once again convinced that every pet owner should have a pet grooming kit. This kit not only saves your time and money instead of visiting the grooming service, but it is also less stressful for your pet because grooming is done at home. Using the GEREFET Pet Grooming Kit, you can bath your pet, dry the coat, comb out the coat, and even cut it. By the way, electrostatic sticky brush allows you to remove the pet hair from the furniture. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon!